Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl Show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunia. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
I'm just going to put on a full disclaimer. If you see me dripping sweat since I'm dead set runner, our AC went out again. They won't be here till Monday. So if you hear any fans or you see all the fans, we are up here struggling for our fans to not miss an episode. We have not missed an episode since we started. And we're all at the Bahamas. Just imagine us at the Bahamas, because that's what I'm doing right now.
I'm at Penguin World.
Okay, well, we all know he goes to his own different world anyways. We are back with episode, this is 128.
128.
128 episodes. Look at us go. Yeah, we're trying to get to 3,000. That's our goal from this book. Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. At least. At least. We're trying to do a Simpsons run. Right. Or South Park run or something. But we do have a special guest today with us. Our wise man.
A wise man from the West.
Yes, our wise man came to Houston. That was 2 of your episodes. Yes, my dad is here.
It's my third episode.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Look at you. Three of them.
Thank you for having me, and congratulations on you guys' success.
Thank you.
I noticed some of the, when Rob was running the videos earlier on YouTube, I saw a couple of them who are over 1,000. And congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you guys have an audience and it's growing, which means that you're doing something correct. You're doing something right.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all three of you.
Thank you. I'm pretty proud of us.
Appreciate that.
Should be.
Anyways, this episode we are doing a then versus now.
Rob is the views champion. One of Rob. Short definitely Kanye got 5,000 views.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Is that right?
It was one of his jokes.
He know.
Yes.
No, I really.
It was your Barbie joke. It's over 5,000
the
views.
box
yeah.
thing?
Yeah. Sweet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
No,
the celebrity of the...
No, I didn't. No, I honestly.
I can't believe
you know,
I know.
No, you said it.
You said it while we were working.
But I was like, okay, cool.
Huh.
No, what does that mean?
Now he wants to accept his Emmy.
Okay, I'll take that.
Question on you guys is on your page.
Yes.
Do you guys get the comments? You guys accept feedback on your?
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's all positive.
Yeah. Each medium got different response sections.
And you guys respond back to your audience.
Yeah.
He handles those.
Oh, Mike takes it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I handle
whiskey,
Tequila.
There's no whiskey.
bourbon.
Cognac.
Cognac.
My
The girl.
dad's a comedian.
Come on, man.
Oh, he got me right. I'm the girl.
With Cognac.
Okay. Just curious.
Anyways, this episode we're doing, it's called Then versus Now. This was a topic brought up by my dad, where we compared things that are just different now than they were then.
Back then. Ooh-wee.
And we're going to make him lead it, but not right now.
Of course not.
Before we get into it, Tequila, how was your week?
My week was horrific.
Horrific? Damn, I've never heard a negative one.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah. Did you survive it? You okay?
Yeah.
Horrific is horrific.
Yeah, that's
I'm good.
horrific is way past bad.
Yeah.
Way past.
Yeah.
Do you need me to talk to somebody
You drink?
after hours?
You already got one.
I'm about to beat somebody up. What the hell?
What hell happened?
He's never going to elaborate. He just uses an adjective and then just leaves us like that.
Cliffhangers.
Yeah. How was your week, Cognac?
My week was awesome, man. I had lunch with friends.
Right, we did.
And,
you said horrific.
And had a good old time. Had at an old place, Frank's Deli, right down the street.
Frank's Grill.
Frank's Grill, excuse me.
Frank's Grill.
Frank's Grill, whatever.
Free plug.
And met a nice gentleman that Mr. Tequila works with, and we had a good old time. And Mike grabbed the tab.
So I had
that was his favorite part.
So I had a free lunch. It was great to me, and I ate every part of that sandwich.
Maybe that's why his week was horrific. You ate too much.
I ate too much. Right, this week.
All right.
No, I got the cheapest thing on the menu. Come on now.
Everything's cheap there, but it's delicious. Yeah. Delicious. If you have time, go to it's Clinton Drive or something?
Yeah.
Clinton Drive. Frank's Grill, yeah.
Frank's. Well, you don't want to. It's busy enough.
Well, yeah, that's true. Don't go when we go.
Yeah, don't go on Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday's a horrible.
Yeah, that is a terrible day to go.
And then Billy saw my old coworker was talking about back in the day, and he said, "I know who you're talking about." And Billy was.
Are you done now?
Yeah, no, I'm done.
I mean, you just go on about show week. It was stupendous or whatever adjective he used.
I'll use that.
What is your alcohol of choice? Your whiskey
of choice?
Because we normally give people names, but you've always just been my dad.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, I can go back to when I was more of a drinker.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was more of
Mad Dog.
No, I graduated from Mad Dog, and that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
I evolved from Mad Dog. And,
that was then versus.
Your audience may know what Mad Dog 2020 is, and that's some rock gut stuff. But I graduated, and I went to. I settled on Tanqueray and grapefruit juice.
All right. Okay.
I settled on that.
we don't sell Tanqueray, so we're gonna call you Daddy Jen.
Daddy Jen.
Daddy Jen, how was your week, Daddy Jen?
Always. Good. When we come to Houston, we always have a good week. Our hosts always take wonderful care. The girl in gin,
Cognac,
and Cognac take very good care of us. So it's been a good week. We always enjoy ourselves when we come here. So I've got no complaints.
Thank you.
None whatsoever.
So who cares about my week?
I do.
Hey, we appreciate the surprise. Every time you come,
How was your week?
Thank you. Thank you for caring. My week was great. Hot. Just like I said last week. When I said I was hot last week, I didn't know it'd be hotter this week. So, yeah. Family's here. Surprise. Help. Niece had surgery. And they've been here coddling her. We've all been coddling her.
Yep.
And she is loving every minute of it, and that is what matters. And yeah, I want to jump in the pool so damn bad, but we can't because she wants to get in it.
She'll want to get in it too.
Yeah. But it's been a great week, and now we're going to get into our other segment. You know that one. You know the one where we got the Emmy for? Yeah.
I got the Emmy for it.
Joking with Cognac.
Yeah.
So, what do lesbians like to eat?
Cat.
That's got to be a
I
trick
didn't want to
question.
say it.
Tacos, fur burgers.
Fur burger. Oh my God.
Where do we go with this?
Anything you can eat out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Of course. Yeah, of course.
That was pretty good.
I said I saved it for.
That was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I share that with my wife later.
She's not. Well, no, she probably will.
She will like
that. She appreciate it.
That's what I said. I said I was saving that.
Daddy Jen, can you hand me a towel? Because I am sweating over here.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Any towel. Thank you. Can you guys see? I'm like struggling for this craft here.
For this craft.
All right. So then versus now, what is something that you want to address of a then versus now that you think is different, Dad?
Well, for me, it's a little different than I'm going someplace where I didn't anticipate going. Earlier in the week, the girl had asked me as the guest host what I wanted to discuss. And I couldn't think of anything, and I thought on it, and I said, okay, well, how about a then versus now? quick background on it, and I turned from that based on a conversation that the girl had with me a couple nights ago. In case you guys, I'm her dad. So then my then versus now started that night, because the then versus now thing was where were we then and where are we now? But based on our conversation, which of course is private, it gave me an opportunity.
It don't gotta be. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Private. I looked at it as an opportunity to grow. Yeah. As we evolve from then to now, we've all grown. Not all of us, but we all have experienced personal growth. But unbeknownst to her was that she gave me an opportunity to grow. So my then versus now, my then started 2 nights ago, last night. My now would be a year from now, when I've tried to do better and evolve.
Yeah.
So I know we're looking for something that I go from then and now, but that's what's primarily on my mind right now.
So what you're doing is blaming me for changing what you were thinking about.
I'm giving you credit for helping to help me grow.
Let me
as
tell
a
you
person.
something. Let me. Well, thanks, Dad. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That was actually really sweet. No, I can't cry. It's too hot.
All right.
Here's a then verse now. Let's talk about you with your children versus your grandchild.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Now thank you for giving, because it gives me some direction.
Yeah.
Well, as we know, if you have grandchildren, we have children and grandchildren. We all know that the grandchild.
But we all know we ain't all grandparents. No, we don't all know.
It's coming. So the grandchild tends to get away with a lot more than her aunts and her mom. That is true. And but I've told my oldest on numerous occasions that every time she had a birthday, that was a new experience for me, because I've never raised a 5-year-old girl, never raised a 6-year-old girl, never raised a 7-year-old girl. And I explained to her along, she may not remember, but I told her that it's not fair, because there are going to be mistakes made with her that are not going to be made, or think I'm not going to make those mistakes with her sister, and definitely not her youngest sister. She's sort of like the guinea pig, and mistakes were made, obviously, because when she was 13, that was the first time I ever raised a 13-year-old. When she was 14-year-old, so her experiences were different each year, and my response to those experiences were different, because there's no book on how to raise a child. No book. So you do the best you can. So that was then. Now, so we fast forward to even her younger sister, to Harper. Sometimes things don't require an iron hand. Sometimes things require listening and talking.
Aww.
It's not always an iron hand that's the best option. So I think I've grown better, more understanding.
Yes.
Yeah. You know.
Sorry, it's like, I do my feedback. Yeah. You have.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also is that you, as a parent, you explain to the child, which I did with the girl is daddy's trying, but daddy's gonna make some mistakes. He's just gonna make some mistakes, and you try to perfect it, but you never really perfect it. You just do the best you can. So that's my now and then. I just trying to constantly evolve, trying to be a better husband, a better father, a better provider, a better worker, evolving. That's my.
There's no better provider or husband or father.
Well, thank you.
But yes, growth is growth. However, you never wiped our butt.
No.
You never got us dressed. And
No.
I've watched you do both of those things.
Yeah.
Not any of us. Not me. Not
Yes.
the younger, and not the younger.
Yes.
Younger. So So, yeah.
I do white booty now. That is true.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
Well, for his grandchild only.
Right.
Let me just throw that out there. That's on the internet. I don't want you to be the booty wife.
I mean, if your mom needs it, he might do that too.
I don't know if he would. I think he'd call Ricky.
I would.
Ricky!
That's true.
Mom's booty dirty.
But it is a privilege and honor to watch you with your granddaughter. I will say that. That is a beautiful thing to see. And she loves her papa so much.
Thank you.
Do you have a then verse now? Do you think there's anything then that you do differently now?
Yeah,
Everything? Yeah.
I used to do a lot of stuff different. Haven't pinpointed it yet though.
Yeah. I think we brought it up.
I think time forces you to do things different.
Yeah.
For you to stay relevant, not relevant, so you don't look like an oddball. You know what I'm saying? You have to advance with time. And it's like he was saying, even with the way you raise kids and everything evolves with time. You know what I'm saying? Because I think like Daddy Jen was saying, like an iron. I think at one point in time, the raise your kids with an iron fist, it was just the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because if I talk to my, you know what I'm saying, that was just the narrative. That was a part of being raised.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but as time evolved and research got involved, you know, raising your kids with an iron fist
may not
work. And I just think it's time.
Because Harper's called him a loser like 5,000 times, and he didn't do anything. He just jokes about it. If I called him a loser, that was it for a week.
True, yeah. True. But that's a good point. Evolving.
Yeah.
You're right. All true.
Yeah, times haven't changed. I agree. I think my then verse now is, I think I was more patient. And I've had a lot of older people than me tell me that you just run thin. You know how they call, the old, like, they're set in their ways.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting into my set in my ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
I just don't have patience for things that I have patience for. I literally feel like 40, I flipped a switch like Drake.
Interesting.
I just flipped a switch on nonstop. I don't have the energy for. We watched, had my dad watch our episode of Let Her See Her Over Herself.
Right.
And yeah, you pour so much into people.
Right.
And then at some point you're poured out.
Yeah.
So I think I'm on empty and it's hot. So the little bit that I had left is evaporated. Yeah. So I just don't have patience anymore. I think I had way more patience then than I do now.
I like that. You said set in your ways.
Yeah.
That got me, because that's how
you've always been set in your ways.
Even more so now.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what works for me, and I'm not going to deviate from it.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. People can call it selfish, but you do what's best for your mental and physical health. You do what's best for your marriage, and forgive me, fuck them. You got to do what's best for you, and that's where I am. It just touched. Yeah. It reminded me of something. You just get set in your ways, and this is what's working for my marriage. This is what's working for me. This is working for my kids, and I'm not going to deviate from it. So, good for you, I say.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I agree with what you're saying, but I think a lot of people are going to feel it because this is my year. You know, like what we watched, or you said we watched our last week's episode where you said you have to rebuild. But I think a lot of people that have benefited from my patience and understanding are not going to anymore, because it's not fair for my brain and my heart.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
Good.
But I'm not going to forget who's been there and loves me and stuff. But yeah, I might seem a little different. I'm on my now too, as of 2 days ago, like my dad, I guess. No. I started it January 1st. Y'all heard me. I claimed it. It was my I don't give a fuck year, and I promise, Lord is testing my I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna answer every call He shows me. Do you have a then verse now?
I mean, when you said that, your dad said growing on this part, and then you said you're just
look at him trying to change piggyback. We had a call. You didn't hear last week's
no,
episode.
I don't even eat pork.
Piggyback.
I don't even eat pork.
And I said you're not allowed to use that word.
No.
No piggybacking. Yeah.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Anyway, no, but that you are still changing. You are still growing, right? But you said you're settling your ways. That's not true.
I'm settling.
100%.
No. I do not accept that, even from people that are in their 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear.
I'm gonna set my ways.
That's just how they are. I don't ever want someone to talk to me like that's just how they are.
Exactly.
Because I never want to stop growing.
Well,
what I'm saying is I'm not going to allow certain shit that I know has pissed me off for 40 years of my life to continue pissing me off.
You have a core. You have a foundation on how you move.
Understand that, but
and you grow from there. And that core, that's the set of my ways. My core is I'm setting my ways. This is how I do it, but I'm still evolving. Yeah. But these core things I'm sticking to. If I don't give a fuck, I'm sticking. That's in my core. That's what I'm sticking to.
I get what you're saying. Because we do talk about that word. Like, we don't like people who are like, well, that's just how I am. I don't like that excuse.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Anywho, yes, I've seen it firsthand, and it hurts. It hurts to see somebody that's done the best they could for people, gave them your whole soul almost and whole heart to make me feel like shit, and sit there, and then all of a sudden it just flip the script on you and be like, and I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing now? Are you serious?
Well, this doesn't sound like a then verse now. It sounds like a therapy.
That's a then verse now. You said this episode stuff was therapeutic. I'm talking for real. No, that's what you say.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm talking for real. For you to say you're the better person, you've always been the better person, you've always been the better person, and continue to be the better person, and then see somebody just
and now you're saying
flip the script, and that's not the truth.
Okay, got it.
Come on, man. Get out of here. Come on, man. Right. Like I don't like it.
But you're talking about somebody else's then verse now.
Okay.
You're talking about your reality of a then verse now.
But that part of it.
I'm sorry that
the reality of it.
I'm sorry that
it continues to happen to me.
I'm sorry it continues to happen to you. Maybe next year you can use 2024 as your I don't give a fuck year.
No, I'm saying I'm starting to.
No, you can't take my year.
I gave a shout out.
The Lord gave it to me.
I gave a shout out about seeing customers, and they don't like that. Nobody likes when you venture out.
All right.
Yeah.
So is there another then versus now? Because
then versus now, I realize I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
He was literally on some app that says hold your breath this long. So he was like, do you want to try it? And I said, I don't give a fuck about that. That's what I said to him.
I can join that mermaid club show thing with take breaths from
then versus now. Dad, do you have another one?
Well, I was just thinking, so if someone else says you can go ahead, well, yeah, actually I was thinking about marriage.
Yeah.
Then versus now. Then I wasn't a very good listener. Then I grew up, nobody taught me this, but this man dominates the household bullshit. That was then. But I come to realize that one, my wife is every bit as smart, if not smarter or more intelligent than me. And I come to respect, I constantly let my wife take the lead on a lot of stuff, because one, she has more experience in it, and two, she just simply knows better. Come to realize that when I was taking the lead, most of the time I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm the man, so I'm supposed to lead. I ain't that way no more. Now, and our marriage is not 50-50 by no stretch of imagination, and no should it be. It could be 90-10, it could be 100 one way, 0 the other. We've reached a really comfortable spot where we are equal at times, and other she takes the lead, and I'm really comfortable with my wife taking the lead. Now, my personal feeling is, and other people may disagree with this, on a whole, I believe that women are more intelligent than men. As a group, not individually.
Who disagrees with that? I mean,
That's been my experience. So then I didn't listen or give her the respect that was due her. Now I listen, and she gets all the respect in the world. Again, evolving, trying to do better, understanding that this is what works for us. And her being out front sometimes works best for us. That's my now.
I love that.
Can I?
Oh, go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead. I'm going to interject a little bit on that. People are people. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, you should have a strong woman in your life. I completely agree with
Most
that.
of them are.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but you know, the 100% right isn't always right with every. You can't claim every.
That's not what he said.
Oh, well, sorry.
So
Okay.
you weren't even listening.
I was listening.
You're not gonna make it past this year.
I know, right? Probably not.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is I actually listened to this woman. It was just like a clip of something she said, and she said, people go into relationships, marriages, relationships, thinking, you know, we were always taught 50-50. 50-50, or
It's not,
or
yeah.
or 100% man is in charge,
Right.
0% woman.
Right.
That's not how life works.
Yeah.
There are days you're gonna come home, and maybe that will work for you. She said it doesn't work for everyone. Me and my husband, this is what we do. I come in and I'll say I'm at 20%, and her husband's like, I got the 80.
Yeah.
I'm gonna handle it.
Right.
And some days he comes in and he's like, I got maybe 30%. And she's like, I got the 70. That's how it should be. Not everybody's going to be on 100 all the time.
Yeah, that's all.
Not everybody has 50% to give you. Sometimes they are at a 1% and they need you to be at 99. And that is important to recognize, not just in a marriage, in a friendship, a relationship. There's no 50-50. Sometimes somebody had a shit ass day.
Right.
Excuse my language.
That's what I'm trying to
And
say.
sometimes you have to just suck it up. You may have had a shit ass day, but it's that person's
I agree.
turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I agree with that, and I love you and Mom's relationship. I've been here the longest of y'all's relationship. I love y'all's relationship. I love how you guys talk shit to each other, and that is your love language. That's what I always say
That's what it is.
to me. I say that with my friends too. Maybe I learned it from you. But if I'm talking shit, it's because I love you. Like if I'm quiet, then I don't like you.
You're not feeling it.
That goes into.
By the way, where's your coffee at? Your
He was talking
your
shit to my
coffee.
mom about you don't remember you were at 10% and you needed your coffee.
And she refused to do her 90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's our relationship. That's us.
Yes.
And she did not get my coffee either.
No, she didn't. No,
And nor should she have.
no, she shouldn't have. Because if
that's
she
why
did,
I
I would have probably smacked it out of her hand.
And that's why I love her. She should have got it, and she didn't.
That's her daughter.
say it to
That's
you?
her prodigy, right?
Right? Go ahead, Mike.
That goes into something that
His name is Tequila.
I keep forgetting.
I've been talking
Forget
about with Rob and Tequila, Cognac and the girl for the last 2 weeks. A 45 front, you know, in a 45 front, you just can't always put one leader in place. You know what I'm saying? You got a 45 front. That's a supportive system, and the leader, you take turns in leadership. Because I was raised under this term, this phrase. My grandfather used to tell me all the time. A leader, the best leader, every leader must follow somebody. So even if you're a leader, you got to follow somebody.
That's
and
military term.
and if you in a unit with somebody, you know what I'm saying, you got to know how to manage that balance. And I'm not married or anything, but I think that's a unit. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that has to be instilled. You may have to work on it. You may evolve into that before you even get married.
Right.
But
It's your chair.
we in this together. We one unit. You know what I'm saying? And I may be the head or however you want to describe it, but I may need you to be the head tomorrow.
That's right.
It's a unified front. When they see me, they see you. When they see you, they see me. And that's what I picked up on what you were saying with you.
That's right.
You and your wife.
I agree.
Yeah.
And we've done.
Every
I'm sorry. Just continue.
every leader must follow somebody.
And I'm okay with that. You know, again, but that goes to working on oneself now and then, and evolving and sometimes looking in the mirror, it ain't fucking easy. Everybody says, well, just look in the mirror. Well, looking in the mirror and taking an evaluation of oneself, that ain't fucking easy. Because when you do it, and of course, I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about looking at yourself and saying, damn, Rick, you pretty Daddy Jen, you pretty fucked up. These things need to change.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight because we have learned a certain way all our lives. And then you realize, well, that's not really true. That's just an old wives' tale, 50-50. That's bullshit. Yeah. And then you realize, I don't know everything. So take a step back and let the person who knows, your wife, and we've been on an upward trajectory ever since. Now, my wife can speak for herself, but for me, the now and then is always looking at oneself and trying to do things better. And sometimes it's listening to what people who love you have to say, right? However difficult it may be, but listening and saying, yeah, I can do better. And that, everything we talked about, that's what I got from last night. I can do better. So what I told my daughter was, I will. Just give me a chance. And she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Then I will. She points something out to me. So then happened last night. Now, and I hope we'll come back a year from now, we'll revisit, and we can revisit that, and then we can be a little bit more open. We can see, well, because it's important. It shows you that I love and respect you, that I'm even willing to listen and do.
Prior to our conversation, I know that you do. But you have till December 31st, 2023.
Not a problem. It starts next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make a time for you. Every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Wednesday
9 o'clock,
at 7.
7 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
You can't call on Wednesdays. That's Harper night, which means for Mom.
I can adjust it. I got a flexible schedule.
Okay, we'll
So
Thursday. A Thursday.
We'll work it out.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Please.
So
you guys go ahead.
We can chit chat. Yeah.
Yes.
So let me backtrack on
Please.
what you were saying.
Backtrack rhymes with piggyback.
No, I was gonna say something else, but
Sorry,
okay, fine.
I talk shit. That's my love language.
I know that.
Yeah.
I love you. That's what I was getting at. So I was very selective as a young man into picking a partner that I wanted to be with. And back then, I was selective.
And you won the lottery? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, basically.
I was just shortening your
story. I'm telling you, because a lot of people hung out with, they call people scallywag, all the whatever. So they kept making fun of me. Rob, you trying to get love. You trying to get love. You trying to meet your love of your life.
That's right.
Yeah, and I did meet her.
That's right.
And I did meet her. And to this day, look what happened to you. Look what happened to you.
Yes.
And then my other family, she not Jew, all this stuff, all that noise, and I'm like, nope, that's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah.
She knows me. She likes me, and I'm gonna give my whole energy to her because she will be in my life, and I meant it and mean it.
Amen. Amen. man.
Let me tell you, you have till December 31st.
Me too.
Are you out too?
You too.
I'm working on actions, y'all.
All right.
I
I'm
think
moving to the Bahamas for myself.
Okay. Well,
With the pigs on the beach.
Oh boy, well.
Yeah.
How about you, Tequila? You got another one for us?
Nah, I don't. I don't have it. Yeah. It just.
Your style's changed than verse now.
What
Your style.
My style.
Everybody's style's changed. My
Oh,
dad's
yeah.
a sneakerhead.
I was fresh back then, and I'm still fresh.
Stretching them out.
You're a
Yeah.
You're a sneakerhead, and he's a sneakerhead. You weren't a sneakerhead.
I've always been a sneakerhead.
I never saw you in sneakers when we first met you at all.
I was in sales, no? In the warehouse of sales.
Yeah, you were like Rockports or something, right?
Not Rockport.
No, I don't know.
What's a Rockport?
Rockports. I was wondering.
I'm joking. I know what a Rockport. I'm just joking.
You're talking about the brand, right?
Yeah.
I like Rockports.
Yeah, Rockports.
Yeah.
I own Rockports.
Do they still make them?
Yeah.
I like
On the
Rockports.
hell out of them.
Yeah.
Rock those.
Then versus now, sneakerheads. Okay, Crocs.
Anyways, I wasn't trying to boast your daughter on this podcast to like make.
Well, that's okay to
You
boast
know,
my daughter.
I think no,
She deserves
I know,
boasting.
but it wasn't about that. But
Yeah,
I do like she has ingrained a lot of my faults into me, and I
Ingrained?
should have listened more
Oh,
and brainwashed me. I didn't say.
wait a minute.
That's news radio, not me.
No,
I think what he's saying
No,
is,
I'm
ingrained false. What that mean?
I think that
ingrained a lot of like things I should be better at, like saying to me, "You are a nice guy, but sometimes you come off
helping you with your faults,
Yeah.
not ingrained. Helping
I've
you.
been your
Well, yeah.
therapist. I think.
Well,
that's
that
what
too.
Yeah.
So there's that. So
That's right.
I picked the right person. I think I'm a winner. Like you said,
Good.
yes.
But my cuppeth has runneth over. So you need therapy. Is that's not the scripture? My
What are you
cuppeth
telling
has-
people?
My
I'm
cuppeth
just-
has runneth
You
over.
telling people I'm just going
In my
crazy.
lispy voice. No, I'm just
You-
telling you.
you're
No,
telling
no,
me-
for anybody.
I was gonna say.
I got a thought. While we're on this,
Yeah.
how about then versus now fashion, or what we wear and not wear now? What we wear today, what we wore then that we would not wear today.
Well, I
Well,
know you
they're-
wouldn't pick those biker shorts.
Yeah.
That's what I know you wouldn't pick.
But Mom liked them. You should.
That's true.
You should,
But that goes unsaid. Long story short, back then
Yeah.
it was a biker short deal,
Yeah.
right? And
you were hot.
You didn't pick just black ones. It was,
I got some.
Yeah.
I got
Fly
some
colors.
gold.
Yeah.
I had a gold shirt and some really blue.
It was royal blue. It
Yeah,
was
and
like-
I didn't ride a bike either.
No.
But that's what.
I don't
Yeah.
even think you can ride a bike now.
Yeah.
No, I think what happened was Carl Lewis just won the gold medal, and he's like, I can outrun him. And
Everybody was wearing them back then. But that is. I'm glad you said that because of course. I don't think I've ever seen anybody but people ride bikes with us now.
Yeah.
But then.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People ride. I don't see people just walking around with them the way I was then. I wasn't the
Yeah.
only one.
Yeah, no, that was the thing.
It
So he was
it
just
a thing.
As long as you didn't have leg warmers
He was
on.
trying to fit in.
My wife liked
As long as you didn't have leg warmers on.
So what was the
I-
style?
She liked them, but she didn't think you were a bike rider. She
No.
liked them at the check cashing place.
She saw what was happening.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Then I have to go to therapy.
I know.
So
Yeah.
Like right
How about
now,
you?
all my pants are like super tapered.
Tape. Okay.
Tapered?
Yeah,
Tapered,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, they tapered. And back in the days, I didn't wear such tapered
Pants.
pants. Yeah, they always bowed out at the ankle or whatever, or boot fit or straight leg. But now it's like,
Not bell bottoms. You're not talking about bell bottoms.
No,
No, no,
no.
Okay.
You're talking about
just straight.
Yeah,
Like,
straight.
but now they're
Like a-
tighter when they hit the bottom.
like yeah.
Oh, like yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because some people wear them without socks. Are
Yeah.
those kind of pants you're talking about?
yeah,
Yes,
super
gotcha.
tapered, yeah.
Gotcha.
He's a classy man.
I likes it. I likes tapered.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I
Really?
like it more fitted than. I don't like baggy pants. I'm just saying my preference
Right.
on a man. Not super baggy. You know, you're trying to show off your shoes. When they were baggy, you don't even see the shoes you spent all the money on.
Correct.
I also do not want my man in leggings. So there's a difference between
in
tapered
between, right?
and they're skinny. Like, you know, I don't want to see all of everything because I'm not a booty girl. Sorry,
Shout out to my nephew.
I'm not a man's booty girl, so I'm not looking at your butt. Yeah, nephew.
Yeah, nephew. Nephew.
Yeah, I don't want us to be wearing the same pants. But I do like it more. I think tapered gives more a tailored looking fit, basically.
So so I would buy 32 back in the days, but now I buy 30, and it's almost like it's flooding, but it's not. It's the perfect. The 30 is perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, it sit right on top of. But the 32 will go down to my heel.
Well, men's sizes are different because I'm in a 34 and I got offended by you said a 30.
On the inside?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I was a.
I don't know. I wear all types of bottom shapes. I love bell bottoms.
I was a Jabot,
by the way.
Jabot
I
kid.
love bell bottoms.
I think it looked good in them.
Thanks.
I was a Jabot kid.
Yeah, but Jabots were
Jabot.
wide.
I don't Jabot.
That's a
Starched out.
down south thing, Houston thing.
Jabot.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them either.
Jabot starched out with some lease boots.
Yeah.
Was this when you were a kid or when you were 20s?
When I was in elementary school.
Oh, okay.
Jabot'd out. My brother used to get
No,
them.
I think I met you with some type of
I had when we met. I was wearing
white wife beater and some type of wide.
I was wearing
with some
creased out jeans.
Versace sunglasses. Those were not real Versace.
No, they weren't.
Versace.
But whatever. I was taking the front. Doesn't matter. But I had it was Old Navy. They were Old Navy cargo pants.
But they were super
creased
wide.
out. Huh?
They were super wide.
Yeah, I creased them out.
And I had already outgrown that.
Well,
I just was like, oof.
How about now versus then? Music.
Oh, I like old music.
I missed them. I missed them.
I missed them.
Yeah.
And I'm about phased out on music. I just listen to audiobooks and podcasts. I still. So I support the starving artist, so I still download music and may listen to it for one time, but I ain't gonna say music ain't my thing. It's just.
Well, what I was getting at is that has your genre changed? For example, I like rock here. I like something else now, or it's always been whatever the genre was.
Oh, you were just generalizing. You don't like rock, great, because you didn't like the music that I listened to when I was a kid. I was
Journey,
a skater kid.
The Police, Sting,
Right.
Foreigner.
Okay, but I liked Bon Jovi was the first CD that I wanted, and you were perplexed by it. Bon Jovi, Crossroads, Nirvana. That was grunge, but it's still rock.
What's that song by Nirvana?
Which one? Smells Like Teen Spirit.
That one. And then Bon Jovi, the one
Box, like Bon Jovi. I don't know. Bon Jovi, I like a lot.
Something
of
about a Night Rider. Something about
Cowboy.
I'm a cowboy.
Dead or Alive.
Love that fucking song.
On the steel horse side.
I love that fucking song.
Ain't that something?
I'm wanted.
Yes, I love that song. Every time I go to the jukebox, if I see it, I'm playing that.
Then versus now, my dad.
That's a great.
He was very
That's a great
anti. Why the hell did I not want my first CD to be Public Enemy?
Oh, true.
Or NWA. I wanted a Bon Jovi CD and a Nirvana CD and a Poe CD and a Madonna CD.
Stevie Nicks, love her stuff.
Are you kidding me? That's on my bucket list to see her before.
Belladonna, that album Belladonna, I love it.
Yeah.
Steely Dan, I've evolved. I mean, shouldn't I be congratulated for evolving? Look at my daughter. I'm grown, sweetheart.
It's insane. He used to make fun of my style with my Vans, with my colors.
Right.
I got some black Vans now.
Oh, you have Vans now?
I got all different color Vans.
Yeah, remember? And my socks.
You were ahead of your time.
I was ahead of my time. You guys all heard it here. I'm gonna literally
He said it.
You're ahead of your time, kid.
Okay. Well,
Are off?
yeah, well, that's wonderful. I'm really proud of you for evolving. You should have listened to me in 1989.
I got the
Yeah.
playlist
Yeah.
of all 80s rock music.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I grew up on that stuff.
I was not
So did he. But
not
he
me.
He was fucking the police.
That's the funny thing, not me. To me, it was
Oh yeah, I was fucking police.
street military, NWA,
Yeah.
street military.
Yeah, you listen.
Yeah.
You would have been the perfect music child for him then.
right? NWA, street military,
Oh my gosh.
Cash
Still
Money
members now.
Millionaires.
My music taste is still the same.
Which is who?
Everybody.
Right.
I've always listened. I listen to rock. I listen to country. I listen to pop. I listen
I
to
do
rap.
now.
I listen to Latin music. Everything. I listen to everything. It's just whatever I feel.
But there's
Besides, well, we're talking about now. How you said you turned off the mumble rapping thing. I can't.
Never
I
heard of
can't.
it.
Well, you wouldn't even understand it. You
But
wouldn't
the-
even know if you heard it.
But there's what?
I don't agree with mumble rap, but I know what you're talking about.
Where you don't know what they're saying. That's just.
Let's have a good
I
beat
thought I
behind it.
came up with that word, but everybody says it, so I'm not trying to join the club. I
Yeah.
thought I.
No, we
you
said-
remember I said that.
No, we said it years ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just where I can't understand you rapping. To me, a rapper, I need to hear your lyrics, feel your lyrics. May not have lived them, you know. Like I like Cash Money. I didn't grow up like that, but I'll back my ass up to the song and everything he says. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Certain people, I didn't sell drugs, but if the melody's right and I can
Mandy's
understand.
fresh.
Yeah, you would act
Mandy
like I did
fresh.
that too.
Yes.
Cardi B. I didn't grow up like her.
Oh, you weren't
can't say
drugging. You weren't drugging.
I don't know.
clients on strip club?
That's never been prosecuted.
That's
Don't
not-
talk about. That's my cousin
Oh, okay.
in my head.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I love
Okay.
everything. I can still listen to old school Reba McEntire, Minnie McCready.
Clint Black.
I can't even with you right now because
But,
I've been listening to country and I was too.
Y'all missed the genre.
He thought that I fell from the mountains of Caucasia, guys.
Y'all missed
Back
the,
then.
Y'all missed the genre. So R&B.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
just R&B has.
It's coming back now.
No, it's gone.
Oh, in
You think
general.
it's? Oh yeah.
You need classic R&B or what?
Classic and so from
Currently, there's
Well,
not really.
for me, I would say from the like Ready for the World, the Babyface, the Mint Condition.
Okay.
And then you go to even Marvin Gaye, because
John
I had
B.
some Marvin Gaye
Sure.
in that area, but up into the Jodeci, up into Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying? I think Trey Songz for me,
Bobby Valentino.
yeah,
tried.
Trey Songz is after him, so
Yeah.
so it kind of fell off. I mean, Chris Brown, you got
Well,
you got to dig. You
Never
got
know a lyric, so I
you
don't
got
know
to
what you're
dig
trying to
through.
say.
He'll make an album got 30 songs on it, but you got to dig through those 30 songs to find
Find that
Chris
one
Brown?
tune.
two songs, 2-3 songs.
Chris
that
Brown?
Yeah.
Oh.
His album be long.
Oh,
They have a lot of songs on them.
Yeah.
But R&B, man, this ain't. I grew up late night on the phone. Slow jam, the Quiet Storm playing in the background.
Talking
And-
Quiet Storm.
to the girl.
Quiet Storm.
And then music teach you how to communicate with a girl. You know what I'm saying? But it helped you be a well-rounded person too, because you're just not growing up listening to this hard gangster stuff, and you just this hardened person because you just exposed to this. So you got a mixture. You know what I'm saying? And these kids, if you listen to the Quiet Storm now, all they talking about is
They still have a quiet
Yeah, I was
storm?
going to ask you, they still have that?
I don't know, but
I haven't heard it in a long time.
For real.
I don't know, but
Well, okay, go ahead.
they just the R&B music is just straight
Dead.
bump and grind. You know, great straight fuck music. Excuse me,
Yeah.
and then they gonna sing a little bit and start rapping. The R&B person is doing more
In the
rapping,
background.
more
I
rapping
agree.
than they
I agree
sing.
with that. And I
So-
will shout out really quick.
Drake
I'm
is
not-
the best R&B rap singer right now.
Well, yeah,
Drake make that.
I will
R&B.
say I don't listen to Chris Brown like his whole album. I'm not a Chris Brown fan. I just don't. It's not my cup of tea. But 3 songs popped up that I heard, and I purchased them. You're welcome for your purchase. But he's also just trying to fuck, like you said, too.
That's the thing. That's my point. That's what I was getting at. Like, baby, you ready? Baby, you ready? I'm gonna handcuff that. You know, he kind of like skates.
That's not the lyrics.
Skates. You know, I'm trying to keep it PC and stuff.
But the thing is,
that was PC.
I think personally. Sorry, excuse me. 1 second. I think personally,
there's no Boys to Men.
No, true. I think, man, Maxwell, that boy.
Yeah, but that's
you
still
put
90s.
some Maxwell
You're still talking 90s.
And back then,
I know nowadays, but that's what I'm scared of. Them girls be hot. I mean,
the girls.
Sometimes
the boys too.
That's what I'm saying. They're all hot. They're hot. But I don't know what to tell you. So like, their girls listening. It used to be even the nice skeet and the
that was the 2000s.
Yeah, okay.
That was
all right. Well, I don't know. Maxwell to me, that boy brought me into.
But anyway, like we were saying, the end goal with that music was always the same. They were trying to talk their way into fornication, right? And it's just the delivery.
You need a softer delivery.
Well, that soft delivery not gonna get you nowhere these days.
I mean,
because everybody listening to the music.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So everybody's gonna respond to what they listening to.
Okay.
So if I come to you with some Marvin Gaye stuff and you on the current stuff, you're not responding to that. But if you gotta come like with what they familiar with. You know what I'm saying? And they familiar with the vulgar, uncut. Give me that right now.
That stuff.
Outside of the car.
That cut.
Yeah. Where you got finesse. You don't even have to finesse and offer to take you to dinner.
Well, to be fair, you two gentlemen of age, you weren't on our podcasts. Yeah, they said they would take their girl to the McDonald's.
No, I said I
did not. No, I did not say that. No, I absolutely.
Take her to the
That
McDonald's.
was not me.
I said I did.
No.
I have.
Yeah. I said to get her some.
I'm not ashamed of that.
But what song did you listen to before taking her to the McDonald's?
I probably listened to Luke.
And that's why R&B is dead, because you took her to the McDonald's.
Luke is not R&B, Luke rap.
You listened to Luke.
Yeah.
I thought you said somebody else. I don't know who that is. Oh, Luke. Well, ladies, if he's taking you to the McDonald's, listen to Luke. You know what it is.
I get the 10-piece McDonald's.
Hold on.
Not the 10-piece.
You don't have to get the 6. You can get the 10-piece.
Let me ask you a question now.
Times change.
Yeah.
McDonald's used to be the place. We used to think McDonald's was quality food. We didn't know what we know now.
Right.
So that's a good dinner now. McDonald's used to be considered quality fast food.
Oh my God.
You're going to have to take me to In-N-Out and play Drake.
Nowadays, brother.
That's
pop that. Pop that.
We all know who Luke is. I heard him wrong. Anyways, that was a good episode. I'm too hot. I can't talk anymore or laugh anymore. And we have to get into our segment.
Yeah.
Our
second segment where we tell you 3,000 things about us. Using this magnificent book titled 3,000 Questions About Me.
I remember. I'm supposed to just pick one.
Yeah. Randomly, mark it,
and
tell us the number, and read it.
Okay, let's go with question 1870. Finish this sentence. If all else fails, I'll read you again. Finish this sentence. If all else fails.
Shoot first and ask questions later.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What's your answer?
Go ahead.
If all else fails, pray.
What's your answer? He already answered.
Oh, if all else fails, walk away.
Oh, that's so cute. If all else fails, fuck him.
All right.
That's
All
kind,
right, there we go.
kind of a walk away.
No, I'm gonna fuck him. It might be shoot first. It might be walk. I don't know what it is. Fuck him.
Shoot
It
first.
encompasses so many things.
Yeah, you know, by any means necessary. Leave a lasting impression. Okay, if all else fails, leave a lasting impression.
Good enough.
Yep.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
We love you
And
guys so
thank
much.
our guests.
We love you so much because we are up here sweating it out.
Yeah, he did wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks
It's
for
always
being
a pleasure.
here.
Thanks.
Should have been on twice, but you chose not to.
Right.
But whatever. It's fine.
We'll try it again.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Come back.
And
Love
continue
you.
success. Continue
Like,
success.
subscribe. Even if you're not watching them every day, you should be liking and subscribing
Like and subscribe.
and things like that.
Sounds
Then
good.
verse now. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm so proud of us. I cannot believe we did it.
Oh my
Super.
You ain't got no lawn. You are such
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.